The first one up, we got a little bit more insight on the tight end university. And the first clip up here is just Travis Kelce having a good ass time, which is what we knew. We saw them all drinking and hanging out, having fun. So at kind of the introductory mingle session where George Kittle and Greg Olsen are, kind of, all right, thanks everyone for coming. We love doing this, blah, blah, blah. You just hear Travis Kelce in the background just cheering and screaming, saying, let's go, clapping, just so excited to be there. Obviously, he's one of these people that put the program together. Him, George Kittle, and Greg Olsen. Those were the three tight ends that came together to have this tight end summit in Nashville. And, Travis Kelce trying to get everyone pumped up. They're all kind of just speaking like monotone, like, yeah, thanks for, coming out. And, this is the first annual. And then you just hear Travis Kelce in the background. Let's go! Woo! Woo! It's like, all right, yeah, we love the energy, but we're all just kind of chilling here. So that's kind of, what night one was like, just getting hype and the introductory, but they are doing work. It's not all just drinking and having fun and, having a good time. They are on the field. We get this picture today. Let me mute this. We still got Travis Kelce yelling over here. Yeah, they're actually on the field. And, the best thing about this, they got their own T-shirts made, Tight End University, TEU. I mean, you can go stunt around in that T-shirt, be like, oh, yeah, me, little old me, this tight end over here, me, little old Mike Gesicki over here. Yeah, I went to the Tight End University, no big deal. I picked some brains, I had some fun, I learned from the best, and now I'm the best. Oh yeah, this shirt right here. And everyone's going to be flaunting it. I hope whenever you face the Jaguars this season, if for some reason Tebow makes the team, I hope everybody wears their Tight End University shirt around Tim Tebow. I do, folks. Rub it in. Tim Tebow, you don't belong, man. Get out of the league. Nobody respects you. Folks, we just read George Kittle's quote yesterday on, why he did not invite Tim Tebow. They don't respect him, folks. He said, the polite political thing that you have to say. We just kind of ran out of spots. Unfortunate. If we could have invited, I think 47 tight ends ended up going there. But if we had 48 spots, oof, we would have got him. But, no. They don't respect him. And I'm telling you, they were clowning that man day one. Night one, when everyone was drinking and everyone was like, oh, is Tebow here? They were clowning him. So if you have this coveted Tight End University shirt, wear it on the road, at home games, when you play the Jacksonville Jaguars. Rub it in this man's face. But we got some pictures of of Tight End University rocking the shirts and then, doing some drills out there. So they are getting work done. Little 3-day summit ends today. Ends today. Today's the last day. It started Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday. So today is the last day of the Tight End Summit. I'm sure they're going to end it with the bang. They started it with the bang, and I'm sure they're going to be partying tonight once all their kind of work and picking their brain and practice sessions are over. So I don't think we'll get any more information on Tight End University, but if more clips, more highlights emerge, we'll definitely talk those through tomorrow on the show. But yeah, nice little Tight End Summit. Everyone wants to get respected. There was just a quote. It wasn't that big, so I didn't want to kind of bring it up, but it was just one of these big tight ends here, saying, hey, we do everything, and we kind of get disrespected. We want some respect. We're blocking. We're in the trenches. We're with the linemen, all that, and we have to go out there and run routes and go over the middle and have to kind of, block and get hit over the middle by these freaking big linebackers, 6'3", 245, big smack, when I'm just trying to go over the middle and be a little safety blanket for my quarterback. So they want the respect, and that's kind of why they had this tight end summit over the last 3 days. And just because, like we've been saying it over the past couple of days, folks, the tight end position has been revolutionized over the last 8 years, I would say. It's been getting more mainstream, more productive. You need kind of an 800 to 1,000 yard capable yard tight end in this league, folks. I mean, you see what is winning championships, what is getting to the Super Bowl. You have to start respecting their game. And the fact that Travis Kelce rivaled Tyreek Hill, let's look that up. Did Travis Kelce officially have more receiving yards than an actual wide receiver on the Chiefs? I know it was close, and I do think Travis Kelce was number 2, but let's get the official numbers up of what Travis Kelce did last season, because it's almost unbelievable, folks. Almost unbelievable. So here we go. How many yards? 1,400 yards, folks. 1,400. That is insane for a tight end. That may be the record, honestly. I don't know. What does Shannon Sharp got? Shannon Sharp got anything like that? Let's bring up his stats real quick. Let's see what Shannon Sharp was doing. Shannon Sharp maxed out at 1,100. He only had 3,000 yard receiving years in his career, folks, and he played for 14 years. So this is what we're talking about. Yeah, Shannon Sharp's one of the GOATs at the tight end position, but this is the new wave, folks. This is the new era. We're talking about 1,000 yards every single season. Look at these numbers are insane, folks. Travis Kelce's numbers are literally insane. Rookie year, he really didn't play, only played one game and didn't even get a catch there, so that's a bum year. His second year in the league, already at 600 yards. His third year in the league, 800 yards. And then for the last 5 seasons, folks, 1,000 yards plus. 1,100 yards, 1,000 yards, 1,300 yards, 1,200 yards, 1,400 yards last season, and he only played 15 games because we know all the starters took week 17 off, folks. So this is what we're talking about, folks. If you're not getting 1,000 yards at the tight end position, you're kind of hurting your team and doing your team an overall disservice. Hey, Tim Tebow, are you looking at this? You better study this, man. I know you weren't invited to tight end university, but you better be studying, going on vacation, family vacations, but still studying exactly what Travis Kelce has done over the last 5 years. It's absolutely incredible. Let's get up George Kittle because he's kind of the number 2 here. What was he doing? He did break 1,000 yards last season if he was playing the entire year. Let's get that up. Let's refresh our memory a little bit here. George Kittle, alrighty, here we go. Yeah, only played 8 games last season, a little injury there, and he still got 635 yards in 8 games. You double that, 8 games for 16 games for an entire season, and we're looking at 1,200 yards receiving. Absolutely magnificent. In his last 2 years, 2018 and 2019, he's broken 1,000 yards receiving. 1,300 yards and 1,000 yards. Folks, this is what we're talking about. So that's why these players, that's why they're kind of, George Kittle got to the Super Bowl, 2-3 years ago. Travis Kelce has been to the Super Bowl the last 2 seasons and won one. This is what you need on your team, an elite tight end. That's why we cannot buy Tim Tebow even a sliver, folks. You think Tim Tebow's going to have 1,000 yard receiving season? Come on, folks. The man hasn't ever played tight end. George Kittle, Travis Kelce have been doing it their entire lives, and this is where they are at this moment. So this is why, it's not just that we don't like Tim Tebow. We don't like the man. We don't respect the man, but he's also not going to be productive. And this is what you need, folks. We've seen what wins rings. Good pass rushers, good quarterbacks, and good tight ends. That's all the same in the last kind of 3, 4, 5 Super Bowl winners right there, folks. So you got to give respect to these guys out there. Absolutely. Just absolutely magnificent at what they do, folks. Catching the ball, going over the middle, sacrificing their body, being the safety blanket, and then also on top of that, blocking. They do everything. They want respect, and this is why they deserve respect, folks. 1,400 yards receiving, 11 touchdowns. Absolute. Folks, he's got more receiving yards than actual wide receivers, folks. Come on. Jeez, let's bring up some wide receivers here. What do we got? Let me get Stephon Diggs. What did he do last season? He did real good. Number 1 wide receiver for Josh Allen. What did he do last season for receiving yards? 1,500, led the league in 1,500. Travis Kelce was at 1,400. The man's a tight end. Come on, woof, man. This is, folks. What more do we need to prove? What does DK Metcalf got? Oh, and I just realized what we were trying to do. That's why we were bringing up. We wanted to see if Travis Kelce had more stats and more receiving yards than Tyreek Hill. But let's go to DK Metcalf. He had 1,300 yards. More receiving yards than DK Metcalf. But let's go to Tyreek Hill. That's who we initially wanted to compare him to. His own basically number 1 wide receiver on the team, Tyreek Hill for the Chiefs. And Tyreek Hill had 1,200. This tight end led his team at receiving yards at the tight end position. Give them some respect, folks. They truly deserve all the respect, and that's why we told you, if you play fantasy football, max out every single position with a tight end, folks. We just named off 40 of them. All 40 plus that went to that tight end university. Draft them all. First round, second round, third round. Whenever you can get a tight end in fantasy football, you go out and do it. Do it. Get them. Get them. Get them all. Get them all. It's like Pokemon. Collect them all. Get them all. So, tight end university is coming to a close, and thank goodness Tim Tebow is not there, because he would ruin it. The man's got zero receiving yards. Am I going to go with 0 receiving yards or 1,400? I think we all know the obvious answer, and I'll let y'all decide on that. But tight ends deserve respect, folks. And we're going to be big on the tight ends this year. Darren Waller, Kyle Pitts, obviously George Kittle, obviously Travis Kelce, Mike Gesicki making the cut, Evan Ingram. We've got an abundance, folks. We got an abundance of tight ends. Start respecting them big time, because they're just getting started, folks. They're just getting started. They've had their own summit. They're like, hey, we all fucking deserve respect. Are we all right? I mean, we're all trying to win individually, obviously, but we got to put the tight ends on the map, baby. This is our time. And what better duo to kind of lead the tight end charge in this than Travis Kelce and George Kittle, folks? I mean, they're just great personalities and great people just in general, they seem. And then they're big voices as well. They're very vocal in the NFL. So what better duo to lead the new wave, the new era of great tight ends in this league than Travis Kelce and George Kittle? I'm getting big on them already, folks. I'm getting excited about watching tight ends. I mean, we're going to change the name. I mean, maybe instead of Derrick Henry, we get a tight end for the 3-panel canvas behind us. We get a flag of all the tight ends there. Let me get a tight end university flag. That's what we're doing, folks. Whenever we're gonna get a tight end university flag, and that's gonna be our backdrop. Derrick Henry and tight end university, folks. Start respecting it. Woo! I can't. Oh, folks, we're like 76 days away from the NFL. I just want to see the tight ends. Woo! Alrighty, let's move on, because I could talk about tight end university and tight ends all day, folks. I'll go through all those. Mike Gesicki. Let's bring up Mike Gesicki. What does he got? Career yards. What did he do last season? Very, very good season last season for him. He had 700 yards. Really getting there, folks. Really starting to get there. Watch out for that. Evan Ingram. Let's look at that man. What do we got for Evan Ingram? Because he's going to have his work cut out, because we all know that Giants team has big the wide receivers are plentiful over there in New York. He had 654 yards, so you got to get those numbers up a little bit more, Evan. Come on, little bit more up there. But yeah, it's just absolutely fantastic what they're doing. And man, oh man, I wish I was there. I want to learn. I want to see what they do, man, because they're going to have a breakout year. Watch. Every tight end's going to have 1,000-yard receiving besides Tim Tebow. And the ESPN and the media is going to be like, oh, my God, did you see Tim Tebow? No, we didn't see no damn Tim Tebow out there. We're focused on actual, real, productive Super Bowl winning tight ends, not Timus Tebow over here, folks. Garbage. Oh, man. Folks. I cannot stand to see Tim Tebow make that final roster, folks. I will go insane. I will go insane when they cut that roster down to 53 and Tim Tebow's on that team. I will explode for an hour and a half on the show. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? All right, folks. This is why we need real tight ends. Real tight ends. This is what they do. They get it done.